What is life if you don't savor the sweet moments as well as power through the challenging ones, right?
Right.
In this episode, I'm talking tough things with a trainer
Okay.
who also happens to teach pole dancing.
Hey, I love it. I love it already.
I'm going to have such a great time with Marjolein.
I can't wait to see. And by the way, I'm speaking to Soni. Now, Soni is a radio personality and also a blogger. And if you look at her social, she feels like a free spirit, but also someone who eats life with a big spoon. And I cannot wait to see, are you real? Is this true? Is it not? So I can't wait to meet her and, get to know more about who she is.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
From unconventional fitness to bikes, Marjolein Blokland isn't your average girl. She owns a studio where she teaches pole dancing and fitness, demystifying the controversy and making it a fun, natural way of working out. Marjorie, what's up?
Hey.
What's good?
How you doing?
I am excited. I'm super excited. I am ready to become one with the pole.
Nice. Yes. I'm excited as well. Till every day I get a guy on the pole. Most guys are quite shy.
It's a good thing that I'm not like most guys. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Gotta change.
Huh?
You gotta change.
Oh, right. Tell you what, I will find something. Be right back.
Cool.
So, what do you think? Am I ready?
You're ready.
Yes.
Works.
All right. I've always wondered, is there like a pivotal rule when it comes to before you approach the pole?
Well, there can be many that I just instantly thought of.
Okay.
One, be humble.
Be humble.
Yes, I've had some people come from my classes and they think they're,
they think
the hardest thing since sliced bread or something, But I think what's most important that in case of anything and you're sliding down the pole is look at your chest.
Look at your chest.
Look at your chest, because I have a lot of times when you're upside down, at least this is what I see with my clients, when you're upside down and you're sliding, people have a tendency to look at where they're going.
Oh yeah, right.
But when you're upside down and it's face first, you don't want to look at where you're going, especially when there's no mat. You actually want to look at your chest.
Okay.
So that's the one thing I'm always like screaming in class. I'm like, look at your chest, look at your chest, look at your chest, because everyone's like, oh my God, the floor is coming.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, look at your chest. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I shall remember that. Look at your chest.
We'll start with something really basic, with a very basic grip.
Right.
Nothing too fancy, because in pole dancing there are many grips. The one I'm about to show you is the easiest and like the go-to one.
I am down for that.
So the spin I want to teach you is called a fireman.
Fireman. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. That looks easy on TV. Suddenly, I'm a little bit intimidated.
So you want to have this hand nice and high. This hand chest height onto the pole. Yeah. And then you're going to put your left Achilles, this tendon over here, you're going to put it on the pole like this.
Woo, oh my God.
So this is how you start. Then you're going to swing around, right? Because you need to move. And then once you're in motion, your right leg is going to join on the pole like this. So now watch my feet. I have my left on one side.
Right.
Can you see that? And then my right on the other side. So I kind of have it locked in with the ankle area.
Okay.
So before you try the spin, I want you to stand over here.
All right.
So no spinning just yet. I want you to show me your hand placement. Yep. Move a bit closer to the pole. Yeah, there. Chest height with the other one.
So that's here.
Yeah. I need this arm a bit higher up. Right there. Nice. Do you think you have it?
In theory, yes.
So start with your left leg on the pole and then swing around and...
Okay, right leg, don't let me down.
Go.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yes.
The only adjustment I would make is just make sure that your legs are at the same height So you don't want one leg higher than the other. What you can do, you can look in the mirror while you're doing it. So just have...
All right, okay.
Have a go.
All right, let's see. Oh shit, let's go, and...
Yes, nice, look at you.
Holla at your boy! Yay! How was that? Like a 5 out of 10?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or more like an 8. That was really good. I like how you like let go with one arm. It shows you have strength.
Nice.
Let's go for a chair. So no legs on the pole.
Okay.
Same grip. You're gonna swing your leg round and then lift your knees up.
Wow. Whoa. Okay.
Same grip.
Same grip.
Yeah. Swing your left leg like quarter or half of the pole round, and then lift.
And then lift.
Both knees up so that you look like you're sitting on a seat.
Right. I think I can do this. I think.
Nice.
Something like that?
Something like that.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this pole, because it shakes, it scares
Really?
the hell out of me. it's the shaking thing.
Wonderful.
How long have you been doing this? Like pole dancing?
Self-taught and teaching for 6 years.
Wow. So like, how did you just one time lean next to a pole and found yourself doing the sliding thing and you're like, hey, you know what?
No. The gym that this studio is at, the owner is a good friend of mine. And he likes joking around and stuff. So one day I was sitting at the reception and he was like, you should teach pole dancing. And I'm like, yeah.
And you had never done it before?
No, never even Googled it, never like given it
Just
much.
saw you and figured that, oh yeah, she
I'm
looks
like, poles are in strip clubs. Yeah, cool, it's good entertainment. I'm sure it's good exercise. So I kid you not, 2 weeks later, and best believe, I'm sitting at the reception. He comes up to me, he's like, what about those pole dancing classes? So I was like, oh, you weren't kidding.
Right.
So then we talked about it and he's like, you know, this is my perspective on it. And he definitely thought it was a good workout. And also, you know, the whole idea of empowering women. So then from there in this room, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 3 to 6 months to come up with some form of material that I can teach. So the way I go about my classes, especially when you're a beginner, I like emphasize on safety. I emphasize on, I mean, I have a crash mat that can be used during normal times, aka non-corona times. There's spotting where basically I'm helping you while you're upside down. I'm there holding you. And also normally, because the studio has 2 poles, I have 2 ladies in the class, and after a few sessions they get comfortable with each other, so they end up helping each other. It's like, oh, let me spot you, and I'm like, okay, you guys can do your thing.
I've always wanted to see the ones where you go from up top and then you just slide on down.
Okay, so
let's do it. Oh wow, okay, I didn't know we were doing this series. Okay. Chance we could see that in slow motion.
You should be able to do this.
Thanks for the confidence.
So you're gonna put your butt cheek on the pole.
Okay.
My arm that's closest to the pole, so in this case it's my right, it will be lower, left on top.
Left on top.
Don't do this.
Okay.
You want to kind of bring your elbows to each other, and particularly this arm, you want to bring it across so you feel pressure in your bicep.
Got it.
So just let's start with that. So butt cheek on the pole.
Butt cheek on pole.
Move your bum a bit more forward. Yeah, there.
Okay. Left over.
Both hands a little bit lower. Okay, and then have your right leg in front. How's that?
Feels tight.
Memorize it. Okay, come and stand over here. So now, this is where we're at, right? From here, you're gonna lift both legs up. While you lift both legs up, now look at my upper body, I want you to straighten your arms and tip back. Not down, not like this, but backwards.
Okay.
You want your legs and your arms to move together. Your hands, it's like the pivoting point. It's kind of like a seesaw.
Yeah, okay, right.
So what you can do, you can kind of swing this leg up a bit just for a tad bit of momentum. And then get your legs on the pole.
And it's the hands that's taking you down, like.
Yeah, don't focus on that for now. For now, focus on, right, I need to kick up, lift my legs up, and straighten my arms and tip my upper body back.
It's a lot of instructions, but I think I'll remember. If I get this, my mother will be so proud. Not because my mother's into pole dance, it's because, you know what, let's just do this.
Not gonna judge. I don't know who your mom is.
Okay, so we got butt cheek over here.
Bicep. Okay, nice. This hand a bit higher. Don't want your hands on that. So when you kick up this leg.
Oh, it's the left that's been kicked up.
Hold on. It's gonna come over here.
Yes.
Your right leg is gonna come on the other side. Remember how with the fireman you had a leg on each side of the pole? Yes.
Okay. Which one? We're kicking up the left leg, right?
Well, both legs.
Both legs.
Start with your left.
All right. And do the back thing, right?
Yes. Don't overthink it, just do it.
Don't overthink it. Come on, Nick. You can do this. I believe in you. Is it okay to give me a boost?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Come on. In 3, 2, and close.
And down. I need more oomph.
More oomph?
You're holding back.
Oh man, I'm holding back.
I can see some muscle here, so don't hold back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I mean, you look like you work out. You work out, right?
I do. I dabble. Thank you for noticing.
Okay.
Come on, bro. You can do this.
Much closer.
Much closer.
Much closer. Good.
You know what? Homework. Thank you. I shall definitely work on that. I like what you're doing, Marjorie, man. Keep it up. I would like you this time I don't want to do one. I just like you to show me one of the coolest.
So basically, I swing around, I grab.
Nice.
And I hold.
Nice. Very graceful.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Marjorie. I am glad I'm finally one with the pole. Now you can drop them. No. Can drop singles later. Actually, accept money on my phone, so that's cool too.
Cool.
That's what's up. Dedication, determination, and focus. Those are a couple of the things that keep Marjorie's spirits up, keep her body so taut, and keep her up on that pole. Did you see that? You know what? Next time you come across a pole, better put some respect on its name, because the pole will humble you. Ask this guy.
Adriance, known as Soni Side Up, is popularly known as a vlogger, foodie, and radio presenter whose first blog rapidly grew into a full-blown platform. Artfully documenting her experiences of travel and tasty delicacies, there's still more to Soni than meets the eye. We made it. Yes, we did. Are you hungry?
I can always eat.
I don't understand how you do that and still look like this. You look amazing.
Thank you.
You know what? I think you look exactly like the representation on your blog.
That's
You're
great.
So vibrant.
Thank you. Well, also because in your dating profile, you're putting up pictures and people are like, you don't look anything like this. So.
No, you look like that. Even in your interviews, you look like what I'm seeing right now, which is awesome. So, Soni Side Up, would you still do your blog 5 years or for a lifetime from now?
I hope so. I mean, I've never put pressure on myself to make it into like a full-time gig or anything like that.
Ooh, look what's here. Man, that's a lot of pizza.
I know, for 2 people. Hi.
Thank you.
Good, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
you knew I was vegetarian?
Clearly.
This is amazing.
And this is for me.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Asante. Thank you so much. Right, so I know we'll do this. You will eat and talk because I know you're a foodie. So I think this is the best representation of part of who you are.
No, I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, I think for me, Soni Side Up has always been kind of a creative passion. I started it because I was unhappy in the job that I was in several years back.
Okay.
And I felt like I wasn't doing much outside of complaining about my job, going home, sleeping, watching Netflix, partying on the weekend, and going back to my job, right?
I see.
So this was like, okay, this is a way to be more creative and use my mind and put some stuff out there. But when I started, it was just friends and family.
Cool. Because when I see your pictures and how you present yourself on the vlogs, I want to go where you went. I want to eat how you ate, and I just want to live the way you're living. It feels very authentic, like it's a life that it feels full.
As much as I do feel like my life is full and full of great experiences and good times, it's also, you know, social media is like the best parts of your life. So it's not like we don't struggle or exactly.
It is, yeah.
It's the highlight reel. Yeah.
But also you come from a, multicultural or biracial background, and your mom is Kenyan, your dad is American. And I feel like we get to see a lot of that in the way you travel. So what have you learned from other cultures that influence a lot of what you do?
Yeah, I don't know how much my mixed race plays into my travel outside of the fact that I'm fortunate enough to have a passport that allows me to travel to a lot of places without a visa, right? That's a huge privilege of mine.
Yes, okay.
But I do think every time I travel somewhere and I return home, even when it's local travel, like to the beach or the safaris, it gives me a new perspective on life. And sometimes I think we get caught up in this Nairobi bubble of always doing the same routine, rushing to accomplish things. And when you take a second to step away, you realize there's a big world out there.
I love that.
And a lot of what we're stressing about is so minor.
I love that.
So I feel like I get that a lot with travel. I go look at other people living their lives in other towns, cities, countries.
Now speaking of pressure, I also heard you say in an interview that you're waiting to reach 10K. And it's like you're on 9,630 something and you kept on going back to 19 and you're like, what is going on? Why did it feel like there was a pressure to reach 10K? So because I didn't know if it was a joke or you were actually serious about getting to 10K.
It was a mix of both. Oddly enough, by the time the interview was released or aired, I had reached the 10K. But it was mostly a joke because on Instagram, once you reach 10K, you can do swipe up links.
Yes, you did want to swipe up link.
Yeah.
So how does
now
it
I'm
feel
swiping up all the time. I'm like,
okay,
swipe up for Google, swipe up for Facebook.
But does the thrill feel the same before you had it as now that you do have it?
The 10K?
Yes.
Or the swipe ups?
Yeah. I mean, right now you're well on your way to 15K.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should start. No, I'm kidding. I won't campaign for 15K. But I mean, the novelty wears off quickly, but I do like having swipe up links.
I see.
Dig in.
Yes, my hands. As we do this lovely thing, so this is how you live, right? Like just, your pizza and stuff. I love that you do not care. And I may have just maybe 2 slices of this and I'm done because, well, we're not going to pretend. Okay, so are you fully vegetarian or do you just, it's a lifestyle choice? What do you mean?
Yeah, so I kind of decided to try being vegetarian last October. I'm not super strict about it. Like if I'm at the beach, I'll have seafood. I don't eat any meat, chicken or beef or what have you.
Okay.
But I also find the more forgiving I can be with myself, the easier it is to stick to something.
I see.
Because it feels like an everyday choice.
Okay.
And not like if I eat meat, I failed,
And speaking of everyday choices, look at you with a degree in public relations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel, if I can say, listening to some of your past interviews, it came full circle for you because you're on radio right now. And that time you were saying you do not, like education is important. I think this is what I understood that you're saying. Education is important, but it shouldn't be something that should restrict you if you don't want to per se do it at the moment.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think for me it's mostly like just overall there's these societal expectations of how you're supposed to live your life, right? You go to primary school, secondary school, university, you get a job, you get a good job, you climb the corporate ladder, you become managing director, CEO, what have you. You get married, you have kids. And I realize I'm coming from a point of privilege after having gone to uni myself, saying you don't need uni, but uni is kind of like, it's a basic requirement for a lot of...
Would you apologize for your perspective?
No. No. I mean, I think it's a basic requirement for a lot of jobs, and if you can do it. But I think so many people have proven that you can kind of overcome these barriers and make your own path.
I see.
Yeah.
So now that you're on radio, do you feel your degree was useful on that end, or this is something that came along the line because you were, someone who believed in your dreams and then you went in the direction that they took you? Would you say that?
Yes and no. I think the communications degree helped me overall because it was like kind of a generic communications degree. And I've always wanted to be in media, so it was kind of a nice fit. But I didn't graduate with the intention of being on radio. I got really lucky to have this opportunity, and so I snatched it up.
Nice. And again, you're a very private person, so do you feel then you should reveal a bit of yourself in terms of another part of your personality, or do you want to keep it that way?
I think, there are always going to be boundaries and limits in terms of what I'm comfortable sharing, especially when it comes to my interpersonal relationships with other people who might not necessarily be on social media, right?
I see.
So, because that's their privacy, right? So there are some things about like maybe my past relationships or things happening with me and my family that I won't necessarily share unless it's relevant.
Okay. I see.
But I am happy to talk about like me as a person, my likes, dislikes, doing stuff like this.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So then, I would love to see you in a few years from now, especially if you're doing this blog.
Can we do like Billie Eilish once a year with Vanity Fair?
Yes.
She does the exact same interview.
I'm marking your words on this. Not even my words, I'm marking your words. So I'll come back to you and I'm like, do you remember you told me? Yes. So we can do this again and I'll see how you feel about life in general, you know, about kids, about stuff. Is it cliche anymore? Are you cliche anymore? So, Soni, thank you.
Thank you.
This has been a great catch up.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to keep eating and
please,
hanging out.
let's continue.
Yeah.
Let's continue. One thing about Soni is that she's been very clear about her different perspectives on life, and today I feel like I met the person behind the blog, and I must say she is lovely, she is clear, and she is authentic.
Hanging out with Marjolein didn't just stretch me physically, she stretched my mind.
Nice, and I got to see the other side of Soni. She's super authentic, and now I cannot take her just at face value.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the episode. Catch you again next week on another episode of What's Good Africa, Kenya edition.
Cheers.